everybody. Thank you for watching. This is the SS Report. Subscribe to our channel for daily and weekly live updates. You could also visit our website, opt into our community, and be the first to receive our up-and-coming free ebook. Well, today I wanted to discuss an article that I came across. Not breaking news, nothing explosive, but something that I think is vital for us as we witness the largest wealth transfer in world history. In this decade, we are going to see a new monetary system. The debt that surrounds our dollar, our US dollar, is unsustainable. And government having no real program to get us out of the debt issue and the markets, the bubbles that are happening in the stock market, the bond market, and what we could see happening within the real estate market right now. And the article is titled, "The Decline of Small Business Equals the Decline of Basic Skills." And essentially this article is bringing to light three concerns within our economy. And first is the decline of small business and the long-term consequences that has on the diminishing middle class. I remember when I was first getting into the job market, and one of my first jobs was actually with a small business owner. And he loved to share his ideas, his thoughts on what he was doing to grow his small business. And he would share different sales techniques, marketing ideas, whatever the ins and outs were of operating his small business. He loved to share those things with me. And I was able to see different moments of success that he was going through, different moments of failure and the mistakes that came along with that. But I was right alongside him to guide for him to guide me in learning those basic skills of operating a business. And the problem with our economy right now is we're seeing a rapid decline of small business owners starting up small business. And we're seeing the decline of entrepreneurship. And being an entrepreneur is a key pathway to generational wealth. Wealth that is not consumed rapidly or over a short period of time. Wealth that you can pass down to your children, and your children can pass down to their children. We're seeing a huge decline in that, and that's a problem here in America. And so that's why I wanted to report on that today. And another thing that the article spoke about was the loss of employment opportunities altogether. And, if you haven't been hiding under a rock over the last 5 years, you could see the fundamental changes within our economy and our employment situation. Things have changed. And there's over or close to 100 million people out of work right now that have either been laid off or fired from their positions, and most likely those industries are not going to be hiring them back. And if you've been out of work for several years, you're, I'm sure, finding it more difficult to get back into the job market. And with that being said, that is going to cause an erosion of opportunities to learn basic skills. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that if they are finding employment, they're just finding dead end of the road jobs. Jobs that are low skill jobs that are not allowing a whole lot of growth for them to really take their unique skills and use them in that workplace. And we're finding that a lot of low skill positions, our work, is increasingly being taken over by technology and software and different kinds of robotics. My wife and I, just to have a little bit of background, we are property managers, and we manage storage facilities and warehouses. And the small to mid-sized company that we work for, we are seeing a rapid growth of our online presence, and we're renting units in the middle of the night when we're basically asleep, because we have such a strong website presence, and people are finding a lot of easy content, are just opting into rent units online. And we've seen over the last few months a real big growth, almost doubling each month the amount of units we're renting online versus people walking in. And so that's a concern. I mean, when are we going to get to the point where we're renting 60 to 80 units online? You know, we go from 10 units to 20 units online to the point where we're renting upwards of 60 to 80 units online, to the point where they entirely won't need our position because they're seeing profits in the online presence and technology and software basically taking over the role of certain positions. So where does that lead us? If we are seeing a rapid decline in small business, if we're seeing not a whole lot of ramping up of entrepreneurship, and if we're seeing a lot of low-skill positions being taken over by technology and software, what do we do? What can we do? Well, I'm about to lay out 5 essential building blocks on what I think will be vital as we transfer into a new economy in the next 5 years and beyond. And number 1 is to identify your distinct passion. We are all born uniquely created by God. Our talents and our gifts are all set apart from anybody else in this world. And I feel that if you know your unique ability, know your strengths and positive qualities, and you're listing those things out, and you're trying to constantly make yourself better, that will only be more and more beneficial for you to provide something of value in this new economy. And number 2 is become an expert at that passion. Develop that passion. Do your research. Whatever it is. I mean, if you're into gardening or small backyard farming, if you have a knack for flea markets and swap meets, and you know how to get the best deal for your money, well, go Google that, and I'm sure you'll find other people that either have a knack for that or are honestly already using that passion to make a living and are probably doing pretty well at that. So become an expert and share your expertise. And number 3 is find your audience. Like I said, if you Google whatever your passion is, there's people out there in that market that are looking for new ideas, creative thoughts, things that they could take away into their life. And so if you're going around and trying to find that audience, you will have a database of people to market to. And number 4 is share it with the world. We have a powerful tool of social media nowadays. In my personal life, I have a knack for sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world. And I use Facebook as a tool. I simply go to the search box, type in Christians or any kind of keywords that leads me to a group of people that have the same like-minded things that I'm into, and I become a part of their groups. And some of those groups have thousands of people. And I could do a weekly Bible study video, let's take for instance, and I could post that Bible study video in different groups of over thousands and thousands of members. And that is sharing whatever you have tried to develop, that passion, and you've become an expert on it, and sharing that expertise to the world. Start your own website and blog, and make that blog active, and get people interactive in that blog. And if you are doing your research on your passion and becoming an expert at it, you could take those blog posts and essentially write a book and get that book out to the world and promote it, and hopefully people could resonate with your talents and gifts and unique passion. And number 5 is have faith and don't give up. Never give up. Don't give up the fight. Because if you're out there becoming an expert in whatever your passion is, not everybody's going to agree with what you have to say. Not everybody's going to like what you have to say. But essentially, there are people that will resonate with the things and ideas and creative thoughts that you have. And so don't give up the fight. You'll go through adversity. Remember, you're building your own personal, unique skills and talents. That takes time. And so whether you're building a YouTube channel, trying to promote your website, or trying to promote your eBook, whatever your passion is, just remember that you are going to go through times of adversity, times of success, but have the faith and know that whatever you're doing is basically creating and producing something valuable to our economy, which is opposed to where our economy is going now. We've moved into more of a service-based type of economy, but why not become an entrepreneur? Why not become a job maker? Create your own job in this treacherous times and where we're moving forward in our economy. I believe that that's vital to be able to transfer, survive, and thrive in this new world that we're living in. And so thank you so much for watching this video. I'll leave a link to the article below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And if this video was beneficial to you, please give it a like below. Shoot me a comment. Thank you so much, and God bless.